Yo, it's Sway.
Sway.
Sway. Sway.
Sway.
Sway.
Sway.
In the morning.
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 Only on Shade 45.
Wake your fuck ass up.
Busta have the beat
Talk
is
to me.
your ability to flip styles. Like you went from one style when it was leaders of the new school, and then when Disaster Strikes came out and Put Your Hands Where my eyes could see, and you flip that style up as well.
Yeah. I always tell a story when I get the opportunity to, but I didn't do that calm shit by choice. One day I go to Daddy House studio and I'm fucking with Diddy and Q-Tip, and they was in there doing some shit. And nigga Diddy was trying to be funny. And we was snapping on each other, and the nigga said, "Nigga, bitches don't want rah-rah with you on every record, motherfucker. You need to calm your ass down. Bitches don't want to say rah-rah-rah with you on every song, nigga." I was like, fuck you, nigga.
Puff is a funny dude, man.
So, but Q-Tip then comes in and is like, nah, seriously, Bus, you should just try. He brings the rational perspective to the joint.
The abstract and the dragon.
Yeah, so my man Shamello, who made the beat, and Buddha, my road manager at the time named Fab, he come through with the beat, and I just tried the calm shit. And in the West Indian community in Brooklyn, a lot of the time, a motherfucker talk, they try to put yo after every sentence to sound Americanized.
Yeah.
Like, yo, Busta, yo, what I go on? Like the whole dialect still be Jamaican, but they put yo at the end of this shit like they Americanizing themselves. So, yo, Busta, yo, what I go on, yo? Me want all $5, yo. I'm all like a $5, like I'm hungry, yo. Yo, rude boy, yo. Me see you on TV, yo. You turn big celebrity now, yo. So I just put that shit in the song. Hit you with no delay and what you're saying, yo. Silly with the 9 milli with the dilly, yo. And that just turned into what it became.
Wow.
And I said, all right, I'm going to do a couple more of these calm motherfuckers.
now let me ask you this. With the new album, its flows are interesting to me because flows become trendy.
Absolutely.
And then you start hearing established artists kind of adjust their flow to, kind of assimilate with the latest trend when it comes to rap flows.
Right.
We're hearing a lot of guys who've been around for a long time kind of sounded like Big Sean, kind of sounded like Kendrick, kind of sounded like Drake.
Right.
When Ross got big, you start hearing people kind of sound like Ross.
Right.
Looking for beats that he rapped on.
Right.
How are you adjusting to the now? How has your flow evolved? Have you done something different? Because this new audience, their ears are adjusted to certain things right now. How are you approaching that with this Extinction Level event too?
I think the beautiful thing about my situation is I don't think that's what people look for from Busta Rhymes. They not looking for me to sound like the next nigga. They looking for me to introduce the next sound. So for me, I've never had to adjust to somebody else's shit because nobody ever gave me the indication that they had a problem with the shit that I've been doing. And I've never been confused about doing me because you don't got to practice that. You ain't got to try to remember that script. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to wake up one day and forget how to do the Busta Rhymes shit. When I'm trying to do other niggas, which never is the case, but when you see other niggas trying to do other than themselves, at some point they forget to follow that script. And then it just makes everything about them look like a letdown because you believe in something that it ain't what it is. But I always follow, like for me, I think the best shit about why the flows change and vary, and I always follow the way the music is dictating the feeling of the way the flow should go.
Yeah.
So sometimes, as much as I might think that it's cool to try to dibble and dabble in some shit that is cool at the time, if it don't marry the way the feeling of the beat is dictating the way the flow should happen, it ain't gonna come from me.
Also, I think those who are doing that may not realize it, and they may not even give a damn.
Right.
But you're cheating the audience.
Absolutely.
You're cheating the audience, man. I mean, it's like what you said about Eminem caring about that one particular song so much I had to do it 6 times over.
Right.
Now the audience is hearing it like, damn, I haven't heard nothing like this. You listen to Usher's Good Kisser record. It don't sound like nothing else that's out there.
Absolutely.
And so you're giving the audience a bigger variety for their buck.
Absolutely.
When you don't do that, you turn on any radio station, it sounds like one long extended mix of the same song.
Absolutely.
Your album, is it complete yet?
We at the 90% mark.
90% mark. I always wanted to see, other than the Talib Kweli Get By song, you and Jay-Z, because you guys got the history from battling in high school. And I remember you told that great story how you guys kind of battled in the lunchroom.
Yeah, with the speed rap shit.
With the speed, yeah.
Yeah.
And you told me who won?
Jay got it that time.
Jay got it that time. Okay. Will we ever see a
the nigga turned me into one of the most dangerous speed rapping niggas in existence because of that L.
Yeah. Well, why haven't y'all done more? Why haven't y'all collaborated?
We actually did. Me, him, and DMX got a song together called "Why We Die" on the Anarchy album.
Yeah. Okay.
I really can't explain why we haven't done another one since. I don't think it's really about anything other than we got to find the right song, the right moment, and the stars got to be aligned.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, when I do songs with people, especially at this stage in my career, it's always about what is the ideal moment for the me and the artist that I'm gonna collab with, because the hype that comes from the internet shit and just the just what people expect when you see certain names together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever want to fall short of any excitement or any anticipation. I like to supersede them shits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I like to wait for the golden moments to present themselves. It's like you might wonder how I might have an idea. Me and Nas did a bunch of records together too.
Mm-hmm.
But in particularly, I had an idea for him to be a part of the intro of the album, and you heard the intro and you know why.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Right. But for whatever the reason may have been, time, accessibility, and we speak on a regular basis, it ain't come together. But that's because it's about the magic of doing the work. You know what I'm saying? And just the organicness of when the stars align, man. And that's really what it's about. So when it's supposed to happen, Godspeed, man.
You and Q-Tip got together.
Yeah.
And did the abstract.
And the Dragon.
And the Dragon.
Yeah.
Are y'all gonna do more? I know, when that happened, we all were like, "Oh, this is the best of both worlds."
See, that's an interesting one too. Like Q-Tip, that's motherfucker kind of like gave birth to the whole disrespectful tax bracket life.
Yeah.
After scenario.
Yeah.
So, he's a key component to my whole shit blossoming at the level that it has blossomed at. But as frequently as you see us rock with each other, and as much as the world knows he's like one of my best friends in the whole game, and it ain't easy to get Q-Tip to move around and do shit.
Yeah.
Because Q-Tip is a different type of animal. It's like everything has to be about feeling and mood for him. He ain't gonna just get up and rhyme on some shit because you want to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He gotta be in the mood. He gotta feel it. It gotta be like certain shit just gotta be in place with him. Deeper than the stars. Like even if the stars is aligned, that nigga mood ain't in it that day. He's saying fuck the stars, 9 planets, the sun, everything. And that nigga gonna go right down in his basement and just get to making some beats, and he ain't doing nothing else. That's just the way he functions.
That's what Q-Tip is.
Yeah, so I can't call it. With that being said, I can't call it. I mean, I really wanted it to turn into us working on an album, and we've talked about doing an album for many years, but it just it's hard to get the bro to move.
Mm-hmm.
So
this album, now I understand You know, I was wondering why Busta hasn't come out with the next album. Why has it taken it so long? Are we getting, to the point where the game has changed so much? We've been in it this long that it's harder to do, harder to get up to do it. But now I understand it. You want to make it. You suffered a lot of loss. Losing your father, I remember when that happened. I lost my father in 2009.
Yeah.
And reaching out to you, and we ain't got a chance to build on that.
Right.
My brother, our brother, Ramon Dukes, just lost his father.
Wow, God bless.
God bless his father's soul. Chris Lighty, rest in peace, man. Pillar in the industry, man. Responsible for
Violator for life, boy.
Man,
Word up.
So it all makes sense. Album is 90% done. What will it take to get the other 10? And then when will it be released to the world?
Ideally, right now it's looking like we're gonna come in November with it.
Okay.
Only thing that I'm dealing with at this point is just being a maniacal motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you spend all of this time cultivating this shit and making albums. For me, I can't speak for nobody else, but this shit is like you giving birth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You nurturing this shit, you feeding this baby, you trying to make this motherfucking birth the healthiest birth, because you putting so much of your personal space into some shit and trying to find the right balance to make sure that, you still giving people that feel good and that have fun and that appreciation that they've been longing for from you as well, so that they can embrace the personal shit you want to get off. But overall, it's just bigger than just trying to make the best album. This is my first sequel album. I never did sequel albums before.
Why did you choose this one instead of When Disaster Strikes? Or what made you make this the sequel album?
I think the people kind of did that. You know what I mean? Just I wasn't even recording this album for it to be Extinction Level Event 2. I was just recording.
Okay.
And it just started to turn into the Extinction Level Event 2 feeling, because it was so reminiscent of what Extinction Level Event 1 felt like.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the people that started coming around and hearing this shit was saying the same thing. And then you started to see the talk about it from the people that was hearing it, calling it that on their own. I just confirmed that I'm going to name it the shit that they started to call a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was just more of how the project just started to develop organically. And it made sense after a while. Just started really seeing how it was piecing up. It just felt like it was appropriate to call it that.
I call it food, Heather B. After I heard it, man, I felt like I was being nourished.
That's dope.
Nurtured. It's a lot of food in this project, man.
Thank you,
listening
man.
to the songs I heard, man, I had to go down. I went home and start thinking about things, and I like music that make me, provoke some type of emotion one way or the other.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I got to come back by the studio to get another refreshment.
Yeah, you ain't get to hear it in its entirety.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there's been some changes since you heard the last time when we sat down and shit.
Okay, well, we got to do that. Bus, man, we might have to do a part 2 of this.
Let's get it. I ain't never going to stop coming to fuck with the home team.
Okay, that's what's up, man. We're going to do a part 2. Busta
Heather
Rhymes.
B.
Okay.
Buzz.
Love you, Queen.
All right, that's
Word
Tracy
up.
G. Tracy G.
Tracy G.
Hey,
But,
Buzz.
yeah.
Salute, Queen.
Okay.
Word up. This has been a long time coming. I've been wanting to come up here and really chop it up. There's so much shit we got to get into.
We got some more stuff to touch on.
Yeah, definitely.
Do it with us. It's interesting. When we first came to Shade 4-5, Bus probably don't even remember this. I wanted Bus to be the first guest.
Right.
That's crazy.
I was like, I want my first guest to be Busta Rhymes for this revolutionary movement that's about to take place.
That shit is crazy.
And then it's 3 years this month.
3 years
Is it
on
3 years?
Friday.
Oh, what?
3 years on
Oh,
Friday.
shit.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Yo, that's crazy.
3-year anniversary, homie.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Are we doing something?
That's some
We-
shit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. We're gonna have a party up here Friday, and it wasn't this was perfect timing. We're gonna do the part 2 closer to the album release.
I love that.
All right, and we'll dig even deeper. But I need to talk to people about your past so they understand the present and you can see into the future.
No question.
And we in this culture, we do not respect and our history and our legacy and the pioneers that helped ladies building blocks for us to be where we are today. Any and everybody who's on radio, who's on television, who's in social media, who's working in print, who's working in fashion, any of these components wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for these pioneers that made the sacrifices, that that took the L's, that ran into the walls.
No question.
So you gotta respect these pioneers, even if you don't know who they are, don't understand it. Look it up. Always bring up pioneer artists in hip hop. When I go talk to kids, they say, I don't know, I wasn't around in the 80s and the 90s, and then I'll name a song by the Rolling Stones or U2 and they'll know it.
Right.
You weren't around then either.
Right. Word.
You know what I mean?
Word.
Okay, so you know that. You should know this.
No question.
'Cause this is yours.
No question.
Bus. Thank you for coming
Salute.
through, brother.
Salute.
All right. And we got to thank Lisa Welcho from Blair from
Facts of Life.
for
Blair
coming
Warner.
by.
Yep.
And then
I ain't gonna lie, I bugged out when I seen her in the hallway just now.
well, tomorrow.
Word the mother, son.
Yeah, that was crazy, right?
I used to have a crush on her ass too, son.
Hey.
Yeah, and you told her that. And
I
she
had
was
to
like,
tell her, yo.
she's single now. Kim Fields will be here tomorrow.
You see how
Tootie.
he be trying to throw the alley-oop all crazy, son?
My assist game is ridiculous. Tomorrow's show, we got Leanne Rhymes. She's coming by.
Right. She has a new show with her husband, Eddie.
Yeah, and Eddie is coming with her. And then also Kim Fields, a.k.a. Tootie, is coming by.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
man.
the Wayans brothers
Crazy.
will be here tomorrow as well.
I had the super crush on Tootie, son.
Come back up. You're more than welcome. Tracy G, how can you be reached?
I can be reached on Twitter, also on Instagram at It's Tracy G, ITSTRACYG.
Heather B.
You can hit me up at the happy hour with heatherb.com.
Bus, what's your social media, man?
Conglomerate ENT on that gram, at Busta Rhymes on that Twitter.
I'm at Real Sway on Twitter and Instagram. Go to swaysuniverse.com. We got Mr. FAB doing the 5 Fingers of Death. That's up. And be looking out on the lookout for this Busta Rhymes interview as well.
Believe that.
Hey, let's play one more track, man.
Let's do it.
Let's do this. Who's on this one, Bus?
Raekwon the Chef, OT Genesis, and yours truly.
Yeah, niggas sound like we back in them projects and them pissy elevators playing corners.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.